Hello, namaste. मेरा नाम Sujit Kumar Pun Magar. Well, I'm a boxing instructor in Gymkhana. Besides this, I do a little business over here. It's been about 3 months America where I go, and just trying to do something in Nepal, trying to promote combat sports and everything. Actually very late compared to others, so I was around 21. That's when I really started to work out and stuff. Right now I'm almost 30, so let's say about 8-9 years since I've been doing boxing. I really think before you train, it's like you gotta have a proper warm-up, a proper technique, like stretching and everything. Those are actually very important if you really want to last in the sport of boxing or any other sport. You have to have your body warmed up properly and stretching. I don't know if I've achieved anything yet, because my plans are to achieve a lot in my life. I think this is just the beginning of my life, you know. Till now I've learned a lot from my experiences in life, so I wouldn't really say I've achieved a lot, but I've had an opportunity to meet a lot of people, a lot of great people in life, and because of them I am who I am right now. So well, my goal is to see combat sports, not just boxing, but any other sport related to combat progress in Nepal. Besides that, I want to see a better Nepal in general, a better country, a better earth, you know. But I don't know if I could accomplish that, but I'm going to try the best for myself. Well, my expertise is just boxing. When it comes to boxing, I'm a nerd, you know what I mean? Every time I wake up, I'm learning something about boxing. I'm always watching a video. Always learning new techniques and stuff. So boxing is boxing is life for me. You know, that's what I do. That's my hustle. That's my technique. That's what I teach people, and that's what I like to do. Well, boxing is a combat sport where you fight standing up. You know, you don't use your legs, you don't use your head, you don't use none of that stuff. So you just fight with your fists. Well, you know, the technique, actually, people think it's just like a street fight or something, but fighting and boxing is completely different. There's a lot of technique to it. Your whole entire body. Although you don't use your hand and feet you don't use your feet or head to hit somebody, but all your body has to come in motion for a boxing to be a complete boxing fighter. Well, I am also in a commission called Nepal Professional Boxing Commission, and we are organizing the first professional boxing in Nepal. We just organized a series called Champ of the Champions. Right now we just finished the semi-finals, so in about a month or two we're going to have the finals too. So like I said earlier, we want to promote combat sports in Nepal. So what we're trying to do is, you know, from amateurs we're trying to get good fighters to come into professional. We're trying to send them abroad, not to live there but to go and compete over there, so we could have a world champion in Nepal. And boxing amateur is already pretty well off in Nepal. It's just the professional things we have to think about. Well, MMA is mixed martial arts. Boxing is also a form of mixed martial art, but in boxing, like I said, you cannot use your knee, you cannot use your leg, you cannot use your head, you cannot use your elbows. In MMA, you get to grapple people, you got to throw people in the ground, you can smash them however you want to smash them. But in boxing, it's a completely different sport. You know, there's more scientific way to do it, and you only use your fist to fight. You do use your entire body for movement and everything to generate power and everything, but you really use your fist. At the end of the day, this fist has to connect the body or head or wherever you try and hit. So it's a completely different sport. You know, one of the reasons I got to boxing was self-defense, because I've been through a lot of street fights, and you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but I end up losing most of the time. So you know, that's the reason I really tried to learn boxing. And you know, when I first started boxing, even when I went to the gym, you know, the good thing that happened to me was everybody was beating me up for like 3-4 months, and that's how I really learned boxing. You have to get beat. You have to fight with better fighters to become a better boxer. And it can be used in self-defense from your day-to-day life. And I also suggest people not to, when you already learn boxing, just don't go and fight anybody. Use it for self-defense, because you know a normal person cannot compete with you in the streets or wherever it is. If you are a trained fighter, do not misuse boxing. Only for self-defense, people. I think you know, fitness, Gymkhana right here. You know, I'm a partner boxing instructor over here, and I think this is the best gym in Nepal right now. So if you want to have a quality training, you have coaches who have been training abroad. You actually know coaches over here. They actually know what they're doing, because I have met coaches in Nepal. Not to say anything bad about them, but they don't really know what they are doing, right? And so, you know, what I'm trying to say is just come to Gymkhana. Fitness is a lifestyle. You know, you got to take care. You only get one body. You got to take care of your body, stay fit. You know, so everything in your life is in balance. If you feel good, everything around you is going to be good. So we're going to learn a few basics about boxing today. So to begin with, tapeko boxing stance बाट सुरु गर्छु हैन. First, tapeko boxing stance, as in like when you're ready to fight, you want to make sure that you don't give a lot of target to your opponent. Like, so you got to stand like this. So basically, when you fight, you stand like this. You put your feet forward, back foot forward, and then you just turn like this. And this is your basic boxing stance. Basic boxing stance. Your back foot always on your toes. 80% of your weight in your back feet, so you can generate more power. Okay. So that's a boxing stance, guys. A proper boxing stance. Balance is very important when it comes to fighting. Second, the most important punch in boxing is a jab. So since I'm orthodox, I'm going to use my left hand to jab. Jab is going to open up your opponents. It's going to tell you the range. This is actually the most important punch in boxing. It doesn't look like it's much. It's not a knockout punch, except for sometimes though, you know. But most of the time, it's just not a power punch. It just is used for finding range and opening up your opponents. So when you jab somebody, you just twist your body from everything. The power generates from your legs, your hips. You got to turn a little bit. So when you jab somebody, you got to twist your body like this. You're going to see your hand is going to be twisting with your body like this. Boom, boom. This is just the basic I'm teaching you. Like in advanced boxing, you got to do a little bit more. But when it comes to base, boom, that's it. That's the jab. The third one is going to be a right cross, which is usually followed up by a jab. So when you do a right cross, you go back to your stance, you jab somebody, and then you twist your body like this. Boom. Let me show you from this angle right here. When you throw a right, you twist your body, boom, like this. Boom. If you want to punch somebody down, boom. That's it. Right here. And then there's another punch after when we learn our jabs, our cross, we usually go with the hook, a left hook. When you throw a hook, again, you can throw a hook in different variations. Like you can twist your leg, or you cannot twist. If you don't want to twist the leg, you don't need to twist the leg. But me, I prefer twisting my leg and my body. So when you're in your stance, you just you twist the body like this. That's it. That's how you throw left. And you can always follow it with other punches, okay? And then there's uppercut. When you throw an uppercut, everything, guys, you got to remember to twist your body, your feet. So when you throw an uppercut, look at this, boom. Right here, you twist the body like this. This is all inside punching. Your hook, your uppercut are inside punches. You never want to reach out too far to throw those punches. So when you're in close range, that's when you use your uppercut. Boom, your right hand, boom, left hand, boom, boom. And then, you know, there's like body punches. You can throw, we usually call it a 7 on your body. It's a hook, a body hook, boom. So you twist the body a little bit, generate the power. That's how you throw a 7, right? Which you really don't throw too much right because it leaves you open, see? For a counter, so we don't really use too much right and when it comes to boxing. And then the most important other thing is your footwork. There's only like 6 steps. You come forward, you go backward, step sideways, this way, then you pivot this way. Those are all basic footworks, and later you step into advanced boxing. That's when you mix it up, mix everything up, and that's how you do boxing. यसलाई चाहिँ मिड वर्क भन्छ, प्याड वर्क पनि भन्छ हैन। यो चाहिँ तपाईलाई शार्प बनाउने एक्ज्याक्टली हाउ टु पंच अ पर्सन भनेर तपाईको कोच र स्टुडेन्ट बसेर चाहिँ सिक्ने कुराहरु हो। दिस इज भेरी हेल्पफुल। दिस इज हाउ यु गेट रेडी टु फाइट समबडी बिफोर इभन फाइटिङ समबडी ल।
Let's